Alright guys, today is June 1st. This is going to be the monthly update from May, and as you can see, we are in the thick of a major algae bloom. Plants are still doing great, but it's hard to see much of anything. So let's go back and see what's been happening with this tank for this month, and then I'll give you guys possible causes for this algae bloom. Alright, today is May 2nd, and look what these amazing Malaysian trumpet snails have done. Now that one I did strip the moss myself because I took it out, the wood out, and glued some moss on there, but that rock, this log, looked like this times 10. And look, they ate all that in one day, because that was there this morning, if I'm not mistaken. And look how clear this tank is now. I just noticed this right now. I think that's a leech. If I'm not mistaken. It's a big boy. That's a Christmas tree moss right there. Well, this log is still not waterlogged, but I did glue some moss there. I've also spotted little tiny worms, which is, I think, just like little substrate worms. Was on the glass. I don't think it's planaria. It didn't look like it, so yeah. There's all kinds of living creatures in here. Ooh. Today is May 6th. As you can see, a lot of the algae's gone. The snails have really gone to town on them. I've also added some new plants. Those are pearlweed right there. Hopefully that'll spread and I can shape it and make it look like a carpet. This is an S. repens. I'm going to put those eventually here and here, just lining the front up here. And this is a red tigress lotus. My first red plant. Supposedly it'll stay red without needing CO2, so that's going to be generally in the same area, but I'm going to put it further back and actually put the bulb partially under or in the substrate. I also found this Anubias Nano Petite. It was in one of my tanks. It was all tangled up in my Sarwasa tang. I don't know how to pronounce that plant. Found it and I was like, oh wow, so I put it in here. And this is another Anubias, but I can't remember what it's called, but it's a big one. Hopefully these do well and we'll start to grow some new leaves. Today is May 9th. This is the update for the tank. As you can see, this Christmas tree moss is already starting to get green and recover. Pretty soon it'll start to spread out. Even these ones here, these tiny ones, those will recover. There's already a bunch of baby Malaysian trumpet snails. These guys produce so fast. You can see the babies there. There's also now... no, sorry. I thought that was ram's horn snail. But the ram's horn snails are laying eggs everywhere. So I know there's little tiny babies. Like there was a cluster eggs right there on that leaf on the end of these. You see the remnants of it. So those have already hatched. So we are going to have lots of snails in here, which is cool. I like snails. Ram's horn snails. Malaysian trumpet snails. There won't be any neorite snails because those have to be, I believe, in brackish water. But I think we might have some mystery snails. Anyways, as you can see, snails have really done away and pretty much kept up with algae growth. The tank looks great. Another 2 months, I'll try putting a fish in here. I did order some test strips, or actually not strips, test kits. The one I had was expired, and that's why I didn't test this before I put a fish in here. But that was a bad move. I had to move the fish out of here. That's the update for today. Alright, today's May 11th. Doing a quick tank update here. You can see the Crypt Tropica is just really doing well. Look at this moss now, the Christmas tree moss. I can't wait for this. Look at that new growth, nice deep green. Can't wait for those to completely recover. And in its submerged form. These repens are still looking good. They're shooting roots. Look at that Tropica. Look at see the more new leaves sprouting. Lucins are definitely doing good, but they're not growing as fast. Another Tropica there. More S repens. You can see this repens right here shooting out fresh roots. So they're doing good. And look at that red tiger lotus. Ooh, this thing's gonna look so good. I'm not gonna get another one because supposedly you can propagate these and get more. So I'm just gonna try to get one plant to produce more. Bucephalandra doing good. Still no sign of the Anubias. Still looking good. Still no sign of the Bucephalandra recovering. I'm still hoping. There's a lot of tiny new there's a baby ram's horn snail right there. Can you see him? Hey, let me see. Here he is right there on the glass. And you can also see baby Malaysian trumpet snail. There's also all kinds of detritus worms in here. You can see them on the glass, which I don't mind. I want, as long as I don't see planaria, I'm welcoming everything that's living in here. Eventually, when fish are introduced, these will become food. Alright, now they're helping establish the ecosystem. These are just creatures that are thriving in this environment, which adds to the whole ecosystem balance. So everybody is welcome. Can't wait for these Christmas tree moss to start growing. It kind of looks so good. I've already had to take out a bunch of Sylvania and duckweed because this like half of the tank was covered. So, and we don't want it to completely take all the nutrients. That's it. Thank you. Today is May 16th. I was away all day yesterday. I was helping my son move his stuff out of the dorms for the summer. And when I got back pretty late, it looked like this tank. You can see its clarity is really bad. So there's an algae bloom going on right now, which is fine. I probably caused it by putting fish food in here, which I probably didn't need to since I was already dosing. I just didn't wanted to feed the tuboplex or something. But anyways, yes, this is a full-blown algae bloom. Right now, I'm mainly wanting the plants and the snails and the other creatures that are already in here to thrive, so no big deal. But you can see all the baby snails. So there are baby ram's horn snails, baby Malaysian trumpet snails, and I believe that fast moving one there, I believe that is actually a pond snail or a bladder snail. So I have Nearite, pond, ram's horn, Malaysian. Right now the two mystery snails are in my son's tank. I'm having them clear the algae there, but they'll be going back in here once they're done. But as far as the plant goes, look at that. That is a new runner, which is already grown pretty big. That green thing in the background, that is a Christmas tree moss, and it's looking green already. There's already another new runner here. So the dwarf sage are just sending runners everywhere. Hey, today is May 23rd, and as you can see, we are still in the midst of this algae bloom. Visibility is what, I don't know, 3 inches. But all the plants are still doing well. Look at that. Can't wait for this water to clear up and see how much bigger this red tiger lotus has gotten. Maybe when this algae bloom goes away, I'll have a surprise and the Lucy Blandra will actually recover from its surface crop.